Assalamu alaikum and welcome to our Wednesday knowledge sharing sessions. In this session, we will focus on cracking the password of the developer account that we found by downloading the Titanic database and accessing its tables. Make sure your target machine is accessible and that you have completed the last few assignments from the previous sessions. As we explained in the last session, execute the following SQL statement to extract all usernames and related informations. Select asterisk or select all from user and then semicolon. In the user table, each row represents a user. For example, this row is for the administrator account and another one here for the developer account. In this lesson, we will focus on the developer account and attempt to crack its password. You can see their username, email, account, status, password hash, and salt value, along with many other details. To understand all the table fields and their order, it's a good idea to retrieve the table schema using the .schema command, followed by the name of the table. In our case, the table name is user. This will give you better insight into the location or the position of key parameters that you will need to crack the password later. Here is the key part we care about: the password hash, the password hash algorithm, and the salt value field. This is the password hash algorithm that's used by our target databases, PBKDF2, and this hash comes with this format. So the first value indicates that the algorithm used is PBKDF2. The second value represents the number of iterations, also known as rounds. A higher number of iterations increases resistance to brute force attack. In our case, as you can see, it is 50K, 50,000 iteration. The last two values are the salt value and the password hash, usually in base 64 format. Now let us move forward and show you how to crack this type of hashing algorithm. It is always a good practice to keep researching and learning whenever you encounter a new challenge. Maintaining a mindset of continuous growth and problem solving is very essential to sharpening your skills and becoming an expert in the field. So let us do that together, step by step. Step 1, identify the hash type. As we explained, this is the hash type used by Titanic developer to hash the password. Step 2, use the correct hashcat mode. Hashcat recognizes different hashing algorithms via mode numbers. For example, algorithm type like this one, hashcat uses mode 10900. This mode tells hashcat the algorithm used on our target is PBKDF2. The underlying hash function is hashmac SHA-256. So when using hashcat to crack this type of password, your command must include -M10900 to ensure the tool interrupts the hash format correctly. Step 3, convert values to base 64 encoded format. The next step is to convert the password hash and salt values to base 64 encoded format, which is the format accepted by the hashcat tool. This is the format we need to build later. The SHA-256 algorithm, followed by the number of iterations, in our case 50K, and then base 64 encoded values for both the salt and the password hash. You can convert both values to base 64 encoded format using this command from your Kali terminal. Type the keyword echo and then get and copy the salt value, as you can see here, and then just place or paste it in the command. Just add the pipeline xxt minus r minus p pipeline base 64, and this is the base 64 format for the salt values. Do the same for the password hash. Echo, copy the password hash, and then add this pattern. By the end, just specify base 64. Copy both values and proceed to step 4 to build the input format for the hashcat. Step 4, reformat the hash for hashcat. As we said, hashcat expects this format for the algorithm that we found. Now that we have all the details from step 3, let us move forward. The first one, create the hash file. So open a new file and name it as developer.hash. Add the hash details in the following format. Specifies first the hashing algorithm used, and then 50k, the number of iterations as extracted earlier, and then base 64 of the salt value. Replace this with the actual base 64 encoded salt values that we did in the previous step. And the last one, base 64 hash, replace this with the actual base 64 encoded password hash value. Here is an example of what the file might look like. Save the file. You are now ready to use it with the hashcat in the next step. Step number 5, running hashcat. The last step is to execute this command, hashcat minus m 10900 minus a0, and then developer.hash, and by the end just specify rocq.text. Minus m, this is the hash mode for the algorithm used. Minus a0, this is a dictionary attack. Developer.hash, your file with the formatted hash that we created in the last step. rocq.text, this word list is one of the most popular and widely used password dictionaries. It contains millions of commonly used passwords and is already available in your Kali Linux system. To find it, use the following command. Locate rocq and then click enter. Once you find its path, copy it to your desktop using this command. cp, the path to the word list, and then specify the destination path, in our case, desktop. Since it is compressed in .gz format, you will need to extract it first. Run this command, gunzip, and then specify the name of the file, rock.u.text.gz. Now you can use it within the hashcat command, as shown here. Click enter, and you should get the same result. This is the password for the developer account. If it doesn't work for any reasons, revisit the steps again and again carefully. I am confident you will get the same outcome. We have reached an excellent milestone. We now have the password for the developer account. I will stop here, but I would like to assign you a few tasks that will help reinforce what you have learned and allow you as well to complete the process independently. Task number 1, repeat all the steps we went through until you successfully retrieve the password again. Task number 2, access the SSH service on the Titanic machine using the developer account and the password you obtained using hashcat. Task number 3, identify the privilege level of the developer account. Does it have root privilege or it is a regular user? Thanks for your follow-up, and let us meet again next Wednesday, inshallah. Thank you.